Okay, the problem with user interface design today is that the people designing it think that their product is the only product anyone uses. So when they offer an update, they think the user has nothing else going on their computer ever, and that when they update whatever they're updating, and they force their update and the information about the update on the user, they think we're just providing information. But what they don't take into account is that the user has the same nonsense coming from 1 billion different other morons who are thinking the same thing. So every single time I open up a website or software and there's been some sort of ridiculous, unnecessary, unasked for, nonsensical update, I get shown this wonderful thing. Look at all these new things we've done for you. And I'm thinking, bring me the person who sent me this nonsense and I will break them. That's what I'm thinking whenever I am shown this ridiculous garbage. I don't need your update. I don't want your update. And I certainly don't want a link showing me your stupid update because you think that what you have to tell me is important. What you have to tell me is of no importance to me at all, yet you are hijacking the tool that I'm using to show me your rubbish that I don't want to see. Okay? This is a problem. This is not something that's innocuous, it is a severe problem. I don't want to see unexpected nonsense popping up every time I use something that I use every day. Imagine if you got in your car every day and a different idiot was jumping on the bonnet or the hood, if you're in America, of your car and yelling nonsense at you. Eventually you'd get a gun and then they'd stop. You'd shoot them and then they'd fall off the bonnet dead and then this problem would stop. This is what it's like using user interfaces or the internet or any of this nonsense nowadays. There's always some moron trying to tell you, I've updated this, and you just want to get a baseball bat and just smash their head off their shoulders. At first you're a little bit irritated by it, but now you don't care. You just want them ended and gone. This is the problem. The internet was this tool that enabled people to do stuff, and it's been completely and utterly ruined. Computing has been ruined by idiots. And this is why, one reason why liberalism doesn't work, because it implies that everyone in the world is the same, and unfortunately not everyone in the world is the same. Some people are idiots, morons, who have no business making any decisions ever. We should have a meritocracy whereby intelligent decision makers with a proven track record are in charge, not morons who might shout loudly. We have a problem in our society, and it's caused by, once again, this liberalistic idea. Not everyone is the same. Anyone with half a brain knows that not everyone, even stupid people, know that they're stupid. They do. When an intelligent person comes along, they yield to that person's intelligence because they know that they're stupid. And the intelligent person knows they're intelligent. So there are different places in society for different people. Yet no, everyone's all this. No, we're not all the same. And we shouldn't be, because that wouldn't work. So we have a situation whereby chaos has appeared, and again, once again, it is due to a particular group of people who have decided to try to undermine and overtake society, and they have caused the problem. Things were fine until these people, I don't know how to put it, launched their war on society. And it's not the liberals. The liberals are the tool of these people. The liberals were created by these people. Liberals are essentially stupid people who have been taught a particular doctrine which is nonsense and then told, don't worry, it's true. And they have therefore they've been manufactured. They are a tool of the people trying to ruin society so that they can get a look in. Because otherwise, this particular segment of people that I'm talking about would never get a look in because they are atrocious. So they put all their effort and energy into undermining society and using people like liberals, which they would term useful idiots, to do so. And the result is that we have a society that cannot function. At which point, the people who have orchestrated this say, haha, now we can start feeding off of society, in the same way as some organism would try to break down another organism and feed upon it in a manner, in a destructive manner. And that's what this particular segment of people have done and are doing to our nations. However, they can't ultimately succeed. All they can do is have an impact. So we can undo that impact and we can fix it. One of the things that I see on a daily basis, though, is the destruction of systems that used to work. Everything from governmental systems to customer service to computers. It's all been ruined because of this nonsensical idea that everyone's the same. And you can see it whenever you use anything nowadays because of this idea of everyone being the same. They work towards the lowest common denominator. The most stupid, unable person in the world. Everything is made for that person. So it insults your intelligence. In the past, you were required to employ your intelligence to solve a problem. No, nowadays, because everyone's expected to be this dumb, dim-witted animal, everything's written and produced for that dumb, dim-witted animal. And that's the society that this particular portion of society that I'm talking about have produced. And they've done it intentionally, and they know it, and they don't have anything else to offer. They are a destructive people. They always have been, and they know it. That's the only way that they can possibly function in the world. And they have to stop it. But essentially, we're going to have to stop them attacking our countries, and attacking our systems, and attacking our environment, and lying, and lying, and lying, which is all they can do, because they don't ever produce anything. All they produce is rot and destruction of societies, and they know it. And when they're exposed, they plead that but the problem is that they need to be exposed yet again, and they need to be stopped, and then we can have our countries back. Thank you very much. This is the truth. This is what's happening around us. You can see it all around you. The way people are being conditioned to behave by the media, which is run by this particular group of people, to this end, to destroy the fabric of society, to undermine morals, to undermine standards, to undermine the culture of our world, of our countries. And it's happening I guarantee you that the same bunch of people are operating in each and every single country, and they have people whose job it is to make sure that corruptive media is put out. That's all these people do. All the media that they're involved with is corruptive. It has to be, otherwise they wouldn't be doing their job properly. And their job is to destroy the people's morality and morale in the nations that these people are trying to invade and take over. This is the truth. This is what's going on. So when you see nonsense and reprehensible rot in the world, at the moment, 90% of it is up to these people. It doesn't mean that ordinary civilians and people of nations cannot mess things up themselves. Of course they can. But it doesn't help when you've got people who are working inside those nations to try to undermine them and destroy them, so that their particular people can feed off of those nations. And that's exactly what's happening. And we're getting closer and closer and closer to the point at which these people are going to be exposed wholly. The problem is that these people are very organized and they're very dangerous. That doesn't mean we can't beat them though. Essentially, all we need to do is remember how things used to work and work that way, and prize control of our own systems out of the hands of these people who have worked diligently for a long time to sneak gently and slowly into a position of influence in all of our systems. We just need to pull them out of those positions. Once we've done that and we get control of our systems back, miraculously overnight our country will go from a swamp into a beautiful, wonderful place like it used to be. And that goes for each and every country where people are suffering with the same problem. You could say the same thing about France, Italy, Greece, Spain, any of these countries. United States, another example. Even China's getting a dose of this. But we can remove these people from having any influence in our society that can damage us. And then they'll go back to what they always used to do, which was be on the fringes, because they don't have any place in the nations that we have. And that's always been, that's why they focus on doing what they do, to try and get, they can't have it. If you know who I'm talking about, you know the story. If you don't know who I'm talking about, use your brain. Figure it out. It's not difficult. Once you're aware of this problem, then we can fix it. At the moment, you can't actually speak that openly about it. You can allude to it. I wonder if they'll try and make a play for stopping people alluding to it. That would be interesting, and they'll probably do that next, because they can see that more and more and more people are becoming aware of exactly what's going on and exactly who's behind it. And when that switch is flipped, or flicked, all of a sudden they're in big trouble. Essentially though, what we really want to focus on is simply getting back control of our countries so that we can run them properly. That's simply it. There's no other way forwards. So, if you want to stop being badgered by stupid nonsense on your computer written by some moron who is out of control and who shouldn't be in a position of being able to access you, then you know what to do. Work towards getting back control of your country. The government of your country is not the problem. The government has been hijacked by other people acting so as to hijack it. A government is not invulnerable to hijack. We were convinced that it was. We thought, oh, the government, that's fine. No, our government has been hijacked. It's clear and obvious. Any leader who stays in a position for any, or apparent leader who stays in a position for any length of time is there because they keep their mouths shut. They don't rock the boat. But the second they rock the boat, gone, out the door. And it's happening more and more. You can see it in British politics. We've had so many prime ministers in the last couple of decades, more than you could shake a stick at. Why? Because we're at the point where the game that these people are playing is becoming more and more evident and more obvious, and it's getting out of hand. It's getting out of their control. They don't even know what to do now. So, just be observant, see what's happening. And eventually, it won't be that long, we'll get back control of our country from these people. And the rest of the countries will do the same. And then you'll see systems and services improve, product quality, etc., will improve, and it'll go back to how things used to be before these wretched people decided they wanted to try and take over our systems and our nations. So, if you want things to work properly, that's the answer.